No, you're not following me. You're not following me. I said it wasn't my cousin. See, you have an awful mind. Well, look at that. We're on.
You got to say that the similarity between you and him was amazing.
Oh, I tell you, it's incredible. It's incredible. Oh, boy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Now What?
Now what?
Yes.
It is February 21st, 2021.
Very good, Mark.
3 weeks into February already.
Wow, that's incredible.
You got a hair hand.
Yeah, it's called
Whose
a beard.
is that?
I don't know.
It's not mine.
Well, it's not mine.
I know. Where have you been?
No,
Your cousin.
No, I said it wasn't my cousin. Oh boy.
Well, he's going to be disappointed.
Yeah, no, I haven't gone anywhere. You know that
I know you've been stuck here.
Yeah, stuck at home recuperating, of course, and watching true crime shows all day long.
Yeah, you've got a real affinity for those.
I love those things, the real crime shows. And
what's your favorite?
I like them all because you know what, and with the DNA stuff now.
Yeah.
If you think you can get away with murder, you can't. You can't. So stop that plan.
Unless you're wearing a hazmat suit.
Yeah, that's true. Just get a divorce. It's easier.
It is.
Yeah, it's much simpler.
They still hunt you down though.
Who?
Your ex.
Yeah, well, of course.
They find a way.
That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to introduce you to the new Mark Dobre. Does he look a year older? Look at that little face. And he didn't have a beard yesterday. He's a hairy MF, aren't you?
You know what? I shaved it all off. When was it? Let's see. It was on Monday.
Yeah, I know.
I was completely shaven.
Yeah.
No, not even Monday. Wednesday.
Don't yell at me. I'm right next to you.
It was Wednesday. I shaved this all
Crying
off.
out loud.
Yeah.
And you had a great birthday party. Kept me up till 3 a.m.
Well,
I'm in bed trying to sleep because I'm, dealing with my health issues.
I didn't know rolling dice could be that loud.
Oh, no. It's so hooping and hollering over your homemade brew that you guys are doing there.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Gotta love homemade brew.
That's right.
So we got a great show today.
We do.
We've got our guest. We got a guest host.
That's right, Mr. Barry Kay. Anybody knows Barry from thousands of events across the city. Same line of work, of course, you guys do. You guys keep the music going for this city.
Barry's one of the few people that trust me with their events sometimes when because I'm not, No,
that's because he either lost a bet or he knows mortgages due. And
the funny thing about our industry is so competitive, and when you go and you do an event for somebody else, you don't give out your business card. That's just.
Oh no! Of course you don't.
No. If you want me to play for you again, call XYZ company again and say you would like me again. And
it's called ethics.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there are some, we won't mention any names because they know who they are.
Yes.
That are, they'll give out their cards. And I mean, Barry's told me a number of stories where, he's at an event with somebody there
that he booked.
And and he's got somebody helping him, and they're giving out their business card to the people who run the show, saying, if you want me for next year, give me a call. Barry's behind the DJ tables, and this guy's going and schmoozing, and
it's not that big, but not a big town.
No, it's not.
But
Barry's a good man.
Yes, very much so.
And I think let's bring him on.
All right, we'll bring up Barry in our guest host seat. Hello, I feel like we're building the Brady Bunch screen here.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah, we need. Yeah.
I want to thank you. Thank you. I don't. What were you going to compliment me just now, or what were you going to say, John?
I was going to thank you. Trying to figure out which Brady kid you look like.
Marsha.
Not Marsha.
I'm the one. I'm the one that's on the 10th square.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you so much for having me, but I am sorry because I'll lose my train of thought here. First, thank you so much. I want to just go back to Mark's birthday celebration yesterday. It's funny. I host an online radio show, virtual dance party every Saturday
Yep.
night, and
That's
Mark and I scheduled that he would call me. I made a slot for him at 9:45 last night Central
Yeah.
Time. And he was supposed to call me so we can go on and wish him a happy birthday and talk about what his day was like. He never called me. Now, you mentioned the home brew.
Yeah.
You make your own Manischewitz wine these days?
Actually, I can. I can.
Have you shared any with John?
No, I don't touch this stuff.
He doesn't drink anymore, so
It's really
I have,
good.
I have to drink it by
It's
myself.
really good.
No,
It's really good.
I don't make
Anyway,
Manischewitz
thank
wine.
you.
My wines are way too dry. Manischewitz is like syrup. You can put it on. You can put it on your pancakes.
No,
Yes, you can.
this is sloshy breakfast.
You probably can. Anyhow, Mark, cheers, happy birthday. I'm having
Thank you so much.
a Tim Hortons for you.
I'm drinking bottled water here. There we go. You know what I'm hooked on now that I'm getting recuperating at home?
Food porn.
No. Ensure, the drink Ensure. I love that stuff. I know I should have a comfortable, sensible shoes on right now. But
Insurance commercials.
the chocolate Ensure tastes like a melted fudgicle. It's amazing.
Have you seen the TV commercial where it's the Ensure commercial and it slips out of the guy's hand and you see the can or the bottle rolling throughout the whole city, upstairs and downstairs, and the guy finally gets it. And now I'm just envisioning you in your house chasing this bottle of Ensure.
You have no idea what it's like.
Well,
It's like watching a cat chase a mouse.
A melted fudgicle. I like that.
No, what is wrong with you two? It's
I like that.
fudge-sickle.
Yeah, fudgicle.
No, not fudgicle.
Fudgicle.
Fudge-sickle.
Fudgesicle.
The popsicles are called popsicle.
You don't
The
call it a
fudgicle
popicle.
is a fudgicle.
It's a fudgicle.
You don't call it a
It's a
popicle.
fudgicle.
It's a popsicle.
Yeah, but
It's a fudge-sicle.
But if you say a fudgesicle, it sounds like you have a colon issue.
No.
You
Looking
know.
it up.
Yeah. Oh, Barry's going to look it up, ladies and gentlemen. I know. Stay glued to your computer.
It's
Fudgicle.
F-U-G.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So my
C-Y.
friend,
What?
no, there is no C.
Oh, look at that.
That's a fudge pop.
No, it
That's
isn't.
It's
not
a
the same.
fudgicle.
No, it's an S. Fudge-sickle.
All right.
Fudgicle.
Oh, yeah, it's a fudgicle. You lose.
No, it says
Whatever.
fudge-sickle. Look at it again.
Here, you want to look at it again? I'll show
Yeah, I
you
wanna
one more
look at it
time. Okay, look.
No,
There,
don't.
That's what it looks
You
like.
missed it.
Oh,
You
there
missed
you
it.
go. Yeah,
You
yeah.
saw it. Everybody saw
Yeah,
it.
but it doesn't mean you pronounce it.
You do. The S is not silent. It's
So,
not like
in other
here
words-
Quebec.
Listen, it's slang. That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
slang. It's slang.
You're such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Now, would you call Mr. Benson an athlete?
An athlete.
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 Yeah.
Who pronounces the whole word?
Hang on, I'm gonna Google that one too for you guys.
Yeah, we actually have a real athlete on.
Actually, I call him a Winnipeg Blue Bomber.
Well, of course he's an
So
Winnipeg Blue
what-
Bomber.
you know what? Let's take a look here. 33 years old.
It's not a
Born
dating
in
site.
1987.
Okay.
I don't know if he's single.
He likes long walks.
Yeah. He went to St. Paul's High School here
Yes.
in Winnipeg.
Yes.
He's a long snapper.
Yep. I didn't even know that was a position.
Well, we'll find out exactly what that is. I know what it is, but we'll find out for you. He played for Edmonton. He joined Edmonton in 2012.
Yep.
Then he joined the BC Lions for 5 years.
Okay.
Most recently, he was with Montreal Alouettes. Before that, he was with Ottawa Red Blacks. He played 5 games with them before going, I guess, over to the Alouettes. And now he's back home with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Back home again, coming home
Yeah.
to roost.
And before you bring him out, this is very important. You say he's an athlete, right?
Athlete.
Say it again.
Athlete.
Athlete.
That's what the guy here said.
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah, he's wrong.
he's wrong.
All right. So,
So before we get to him, and it's not making fun of. I am making fun of him. The team, the Red Blacks. Can you think of a less original name? What color is their outfit? Red and black. Good. Let's go with it.
Yeah, I could. They could call themselves the Rough Riders.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that 2 teams. Rough Riders.
One of my favorite thing, and the Rough Riders are on the Rough Riders 33. He goes back to pass. He drops the ball. The Rough Riders collect it. He's running down. The Rough Riders have scored on the Rough Riders. Oh my Lord! I just about shot myself.
Well, I'm getting
And that was
point.
5.
Well, let us. Yeah, you want to meet our
Yeah,
guest?
I want to meet our guests.
Fire away, Mark.
Hey!
Hi, Mike.
Hey guys, I believe it's actually called Athlete. It's
There you go.
AT
There you go.
space.
Sure. No, if we
Yeah.
brought on a 5th version or 4th,
Yeah.
then they'd say something different.
So it's athletes.
But he is one, so I take his word for it.
I was one.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
anymore.
think it's slang. Manitobans pronounce it differently than Saskatchewan. And
Well, I'm from
it's all
Boston,
different,
so
right?
I'm
Different
like,
dialect.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I hope
it's
you don't mind I made fun of the name Red Black.
Yeah, I take zero offense whatsoever.
There's our team player. No, well, it's
Yeah.
great that you're back here. Seriously.
Yeah, we have you back.
That's the most important thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Making your way back home.
I bet you. Now, your family's obviously all from here. Are they all still here?
Yeah, everyone's here. Like mom, dad, everyone. We never left. They all just stayed. My fiance is from Winnipeg, so it just kind of made sense to come home, right?
Did she tell you to?
Well, we have our first child on the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
She didn't tell me,
No, but the look.
but the implications and the stern looks was
Yeah.
kind of enough to say it all. So
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you play professional football, does that actually play anything in where you get traded to? Can you say, you know what, I'm done here. I need to go home to be with my family. Trade me to Winnipeg.
I mean, man, I wish could work. I wish it was that easy. But there's a lot of politics behind it, and
Oh, sure.
you go where you're going to play, right?
Mhm.
So it's always been the dream to come back to Winnipeg, but it took me. This is going into year 9, so it took me 8 years to figure it out. But
Okay.
I just got lost along the way. You said that I've played all over the place, so I'm just kind
No
of
kidding.
I'm finishing the around the world tour.
Yeah.
And and now I'm on my last stop.
Who's your sponsor? Google Maps?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you definitely made it. You definitely made it to the best place back here in the PEG. So,
Well,
congratulations on
Thank
that.
you. Yeah.
let's just say
I'm really
you've been
excited
blessed.
to be here.
You didn't have to go to Saskatchewan.
I dodged that bullet. I didn't have to go to Hamilton either. So
No, in either case, you have way too many teeth to be on those teams.
I know, right? I mean, they're not
Yeah.
quite perfect. but I've got all of them. So
Yeah. Well, Barry, I'll let you throw something at him. I'm sure you got questions, but I want to get back to the little one. When is that happening?
So we're expecting our first kid, and he is due April 25th. So we're looking at like
Wow.
8-9 weeks right now.
Wow.
Has he got a football yet?
We got him a jersey.
All right. on.
Got him a jersey.
That's
And,
cute.
And that's all we got. I don't think
Is
he's
the
really
jersey
gonna care.
autographed? Is the jersey autographed?
And by
It's going to be
who?
worth something.
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
Oh, I love how now I have 2 kids, but I love how husbands, and I don't know if you've been reprimanded about this, saying we're expecting a baby. We are.
But it is. We are. It's just that she's producing it.
Yeah, she's doing all the work.
Like when you
Yeah,
order something from Amazon, you're still expecting it.
What are you talking about?
Well, when you order something from Amazon, you're expecting it. It's going to arrive.
I don't know where you get kids in your family from.
Stork.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying, I remember getting the old elbow. What do you mean, we? I having a baby.
Hey, I did help make.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
I mean,
listen,
in all
that was
fairness,
3
I
minutes.
put in
That included
one
dinner
day
and
out of,
dancing.
270 days of work that she
I
put in.
always
So,
learned
I mean, I
there's
did
no-
have like a hand in it at one point.
There's no
More than
I in
hands,
team,
apparently.
Yeah.
There's no I in team.
No, there is an idiot though.
But there's a me.
There is an M and an E.
Yeah, there's a me.
Yes, exactly.
So what? Okay, so I was trying to explain to John what a long snapper was.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your position.
I would absolutely love to elaborate. Okay, so originally I was a linebacker. So I played on the defensive side of the football and basically just hit anyone with the football. And as my career kind of evolved in college and high school, I had this talent of being able to throw a ball between my legs. And so basically what a long snapper is in Canadian football, you have 3 downs to try to get 10 yards or a first down. And if you don't do a great job on the first 2 tries, then usually what you do is on the 3rd down, you'll kick the ball away or you'll punt it away. And as easy as it is said, I mean, taking the ball in the line and kicking it, he's probably going to get blocked. So a guy like me comes in, throws the ball 15 yards behind me between my legs to the kicker, catches it, and it's gone. So I'm on the punt team, throw the ball 15 yards between my legs, and they punt it away. We run down the field like a kickoff, and we try to tackle the guy who catches the ball. And then I also do the same thing on field goal as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
So it's a specialty position, just like a kicker, basically.
And you're really throwing it like a quarterback throws a spiral. You're throwing it almost the same way, correct?
Exactly. I mean, give or take a couple angles and physics and gravity and stuff, but it's pretty much the same way. Yeah, but just upside down.
Now, Mike, do you? Are you only come on the field when they're going to punt or kick off, or do you just try for a field goal, or are you on regular lines?
So in previous teams, I've been on just the punt and field goal team, but also played on kickoff return, like all of the special teams. In Winnipeg, I'm not really 100% what exactly they'll want of me, but whatever they need, I'm there to help out. But most certainly I'll be snapping the ball for sure.
Well, I hope so. That's your position.
Yeah.
I mean, so they don't really tell you what you're doing until you're on the field?
Oh, no.
I was going to say.
We know what we're doing well in advance. Like I know that I'll be playing my position, but I can also play other positions as well. So if they need extra guys or they need someone, say someone gets hurt and they need someone who knows what they're doing really in a quick fix, I get to go in because I've done everything before. Right.
That's great. I kind of wondered about that. Like sometimes if someone got injured, I mean, do they have like a stand-in or somebody that can take over? But that's great if you're experienced in some of the different positions. It's nice that you can just jump in and nobody misses a beat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've done it. I've played football at a professional level long enough now that I've been able to play pretty much all of the positions on special teams, so it's not foreign to me at all. And I'm lucky that I have the experience where they could just show me the play card and be like, "Hey, you got to do this," and I understand. Right? It's one of the nice things of being a veteran on the field is you've had all these experiences before. So if they're ever in a quick pinch, luckily I'm still athletic enough.
There you go.
To still be able to do all those positions. Right?
That's really good to know. That's awesome. So awesome.
But with Winnipeg, I'll be snapping the ball for sure. And if they need anything else, then I'll be more than happy to.
So now the long snapper, when you've got your regular first, second down, you'll see the quarterback back away from the center a lot of times. He's also kind of long snapping. Do you take over that?
Basically. I mean, if I was about 80 pounds heavier, I mean, I could, but unfortunately, I'm not. I'm like 230 pounds or so. So I don't usually play on the offensive side or the offensive line.
Okay.
I'd have to be much larger in stature to be.
Well, wait a minute. Your stats, you got to put on 35 pounds before you play because this stats have you at 245.
That's my college weight. So back when I was like 24 years old, I was about 245. Now I hover in at about 230. Hovering at about 230, which is a weight for what I should be playing. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm 5 inches shorter than them, and I'm 30 pounds heavier than them.
Well, you couldn't be a snapper.
I couldn't be anything. I couldn't even be the football.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I have a question for Mike.
Raise your hand.
Sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
over in the right corner. Yes.
Oh, I see it. Barry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you. This question is for Mike. What do you like to do sports-wise? Do you do any other sports, or what sort of activities do you like to do when you're not playing football?
Oh, that's a great question. I play hockey in the off season. Being a Canadian kid, or I think a Winnipeg kid, we have enough outdoor rinks that if you don't play hockey, it's kind of strange, but so I grew up playing hockey. So I still play hockey in the off season. Unfortunately, not right now because of COVID. But I was playing hockey all the way up until where were we at there, guys? End of November before they kind of shut everything down.
Yeah, about that.
So I've always played hockey in the off season, or I try to, and then golf. I actually enjoy golf quite a bit.
There we go.
There we
Let's
go.
come with us.
Yeah, tell you what, you can't
Let's go.
you can't do worse than us. We'll make you look good.
Yeah.
Barry, do you
I
golf?
don't know who's going to make who look good, but it's fun, right? Yeah.
Barry, do you golf?
Yeah.
I haven't golfed in many years, but I have a really nice set of clubs. I have a really nice set of cleats, golf shoes.
Yes,
So and I have the glove. So I mean, I look the part.
you're in, man.
Sounds like you've got
And,
the attire.
you know,
I mean,
as-
that's all you need.
As long as we have a few mulligans throughout the course, I'm in. I'm in.
I always play one mulligan per 9, you know, and that because I this is going to get beeped out when we play, but I play whack fuck, and it's like
You can't say
Whack.
you can't say whack on TV.
fuck. It's
Yeah.
like-
Well, remember that time you got us kicked off? You got that thing with the ball washer. Remember that?
and it still hurts.
Yeah, idiot.
Hey, I have a
You
golf
fall for that
cart.
trick
So
too? Yeah.
Who has a golf cart?
He does.
I have a golf cart that holds 4. So I mean, we can.
Wait a minute. You don't play golf. You have all the equipment and a golf cart.
The golf cart lives at our campground, like it's at our camp spot, so we use it to get around there. But it's in Winnipeg right now, so we could definitely take it to a golf tournament or
So, Mike,
anything
you're going to
like
join
that.
us for golf one day?
Well,
Come
if you
again?
invite me, I will.
You're gonna join us for golf one day? We'll bring
100%.
Barry along.
I mean,
You
I
drive-
don't think any time in the next couple days, but
No, we can get a tee
Well,
time
it's
now.
warming
let's
up already.
Warm tomorrow.
reconvene in May or June, 100%.
Yeah,
Right
well,
on.
wait a minute now. When do you guys start training?
That's
Good question.
okay, look at that beauty. That's a really good question. I know they're in discussions right now with our Players Association
Right.
and the league itself on trying to come to a return to play action right now, a return to play plan. I know it's obviously going to be delayed, probably most likely a little bit, just kind of like everything is. But from everything I've heard, we will play this year. It's just a matter of when will it be safe enough to be able to get all the guys from across, North America. Like we've got guys from all over Canada. We've got guys from the United States. And now with the international rules, we've got guys from Mexico, Germany, coming in as well. So
Wow.
they've got a lot to think of. But I'm 98% positive that there'll be a season this year.
Write that down. We're doing 98%.
I
Yeah.
know. I've got that.
I mean, there's always that 1% no matter what.
But you know this. I'd be telling somebody who was new to Winnipeg, just joining a team from Winnipeg. But you know this already. Winnipeg fans are insane when it comes to their football.
Oh, it's amazing. The welcoming, the welcome home, the welcoming.
Yeah, and the
just the feedback that I've got so far has just been incredible.
no kidding.
Being able to come home and all that, and the response I've got from Winnipeg fans has been amazing so far.
Well, that is amazing. And you started, like, how old were you when you started thinking that way? Going, football's it.
Honestly, probably not until I started getting interest from CFL teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like a dream of any young athlete to be the professional in whichever realm of sport they play. But I never really thought it could be a possibility, right? I used athletics as like a catalyst to help my academics and pursuit of studying. But then the further I went in college, the more interest I got from some CFL teams, and I figured I'm like, I might be able to swing this. And then it worked out. I ended up signing with Edmonton during the supplemental draft when that was still a thing in 2012, and we've been doing this ever since. So I used my ability to play football to take the career to the next level. Whether it was being able to get scholarships and get schooling that way, but being able to actually turn it into a career has been amazing.
Well, if you do what you love, I mean,
You never work a day in your life.
that's true. You never work a day in your life.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Outside of
even,
football.
even outside of football, still like it's great. Yeah,
You're a trainer outside of football. Did I read that
I
right?
am. Yeah, I'm a strength and conditioning coach, I guess, or a fancy personal trainer. But I work a lot with athletes. I do some knee rehabs, and I do general lifestyle clients as well. But obviously, my love is performance. So I do work a lot with rugby, football, some basketball, some lacrosse athletes. Yeah.
That's really awesome. Do you have a program for abs? Because I could use some help with that.
Absolutely, it's a 5-minute fancy
midsection.
ab. Yeah.
All right. I'll be in touch. We can talk fancy abs.
Oh, that's a bad image in my head.
So you mentioned that you obviously played hockey too. I almost had a hockey career myself, and it lasted one season. I was I think 11 or 12, and I was on a hockey team at my local community center. And what was really interesting was I could skate and stuff, but I didn't know all the rules of hockey. But I remember this one time during a game, I actually broke free and I got right in front of the opponent's net. And my best friend was on the team with me, and they're all the way at the other side of the rink, and I'm screaming, "Pass me the puck, I'm open." Meanwhile, I'm completely offside, and that was kind of it for my hockey career.
Yeah, they took your skates away.
They're all sitting there waiting for you.
You're
to come
not
back.
supposed to cross the blue line if the puck hasn't.
And you're the
Anyway.
reason the coach drank.
Yeah. So
Well,
I became an entertainer.
When we were kids, we had an ice rink right outside by the house, and my brother wanted to be a goalie, he was damn good. And so what he would do is he would take the couch cushions, and he'd put one under his sweater, under his jacket, and then the other ones would go over his shins, and they were his pads, and he had a baseball glove on one hand, and he went out there. And when my mother found out that he was using the couch cushions from the basement couch,
Yeah.
oh my God, I think she just went nuts.
Did they have plastic on them?
No, they were just the foam. and he took like belts, and he used
Wow.
my father's belts to
Wow.
tie them
Times
up.
were tough, huh?
Well, I mean, we were just playing in the field that was flooded. That's all we were doing.
Well, as long as you were enjoying
Half the
yourself.
times we didn't have a net. We just put somebody's boots on either side. If you got it between the boots, it was a goal.
So you just took some kid's boots off?
Well, no, you changed your skates while you're at the rink.
I
We took
thought it
somebody's
was a
boots.
field.
Well, yeah, we called it a rink.
So, Mike, what have you got planned for tomorrow? We'll let them talk. We'll have our own conversation. What's good tomorrow?
Oh, good call, Barry. Good call. Thank you very much for saving me.
Sure.
Now, we talked about your other sports. You're like, what about this non-sports? Do you have a hobby? Do you have something? I don't know.
That's a good question. Well, last year there was no football, obviously. So it was actually the first time I've had a summer in probably, I would say, 10 years.
Wow. Yeah.
So it was nice to be home and be with the family. And we're fortunate enough that we have a cottage out in Menaki, which is about an hour north of Kenora.
Beautiful. I've been to that resort
Yeah,
when
it's
it was
gorgeous
still
there.
It's amazing, and we're kind of we're almost off the grid. We're about, you pull into Menaki, you get to the marina, and we're about a 15-minute boat ride, 20-minute boat ride up north. We don't have electricity or anything, so we do gas generator, and we hooked up solar last year as well. So kind of I guess my hobby would be, going up there and just kind of just being off in nature, going fishing, fixing up the cabin, chopping trees down. We have a wood mill, so we can make lumber and all
Holy
that
cow.
kind of stuff. So
That's neat.
last summer I started making charcuterie boards and butcher blocks and stuff.
What's the charcuterie board?
I don't know.
So it's a fancy piece of wood that you put cheeses and meats on. right?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got one of
So,
those with a fancy curly knife.
Yeah.
We did those
So-
for Christmas presents this year. Mike, you might have even made them. My wife had reached out, but we had one was a hockey theme and the other was a camping theme. The person that made them actually burnt your name, or I guess somehow he put your name in, and then it's shellacked, and it's beautiful. They're
that's
really,
all-
really
that's
nice.
fantastic. Yeah.
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 It's a good business if you have the means out there.
It's a good side business, right?
Yeah.
But just honestly, I really do like the building and renovations and woodworking and all of that kind of stuff. So being able to go out to the lake and kind of combine the love of nature and adventuring, canoeing, and then being able to come back and do that it's been great. Yeah.
Now, are you the only? Do you have siblings? Before I ask this question,
I do. I have two younger sisters,
2 younger sisters.
20.
Now, are you the only
20 and
athlete?
16. Yes. Yeah. I'm the only athlete.
The other ones are cheerleaders.
Yeah. No, they're stronger suits and more academics.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm not a good athlete, and I was a horrendous student. But I'm an artist. So what can I tell you?
And you're a good one.
Thank you very
There you
much.
go.
Thank you.
I played football in high school, and I was on the wrestling team, and that was about it. And then I was made fun of because I was a breakdancer.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that, and you were going to try on your Michael Jackson jacket.
See, yeah, that's what I looked like back then.
Oh, hold that up.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
That is no
You
kidding.
need the glove.
I might need to
But
borrow
I had
that
the glove.
if you still
I
have
had
it.
the-
The guy coughed and he lost it.
But thing, nice. I actually tried that jacket on because John said he wanted me to try it on for the show tonight,
Yeah.
and I actually recorded myself trying to put it on. And even funnier was me trying to take it off. So if you want, I can show it to all of you right now.
Oh yeah.
If you want.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
Ben?
would be a great
Mike?
TikTok video.
Is there a
Great
pry bar
TikTok
involved?
video. You go viral.
There you go. Watch this.
I can't wait.
Here it is. And as promised, I would try to put it on.
You're David Banner before he turns into the Hulk.
Yep.
Then there's a Hulk. Wow. I think you look stunning.
I can't get it around my belly.
I can't. That reminds me of the Weird Al song, Eat It.
Yeah. Fat. I'm fat.
Mark, I think you're breaking the sweat here.
I am. Yeah. You wanted this
How long are you stuck in the? Why don't you call me? I'm just downstairs.
because I didn't want to give you a hernia.
I already have one. There you go. Wow, that was guys. What do you think?
It's perfect.
Pretty impressive, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness
It's
gracious!
perfectly.
And I used to,
I
What's
think
that?
you need to put that jacket on the way it was. Get yourself a Harley, and you're set.
I used to ride a Honda Goldwing while wearing that.
A moped,
No, it's a Goldwing, not a moped.
hoverboard.
Go.
Yeah, I dare you to wear that into the Marion, looking like you're tough.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That'll go over big. I'll be there to pick your teeth up.
Nice. Really, really nice.
I know. What can I tell you?
No, but honestly, and the thing is, I feel terrible because in the last, like, I had pneumonia. What was it? 2 months ago.
Yes.
For after that, the medications and everything they put me on, I gained 30 pounds in a month. I am heavier than I've been ever.
Well,
I am 260 pounds.
and you're how
Wow.
tall?
5'5.5".
Oh,
I am perfectly round. I'm spherical. I'm scared that if I trip, I'll just roll away.
that's what we're hoping for.
Or you'll bounce back up with no problem at all.
Yeah, like those punchy things when you were a kid.
I feel
Yeah.
like
We used to turn them
Punchy-
upside down. We used
Yeah.
to turn them upside down.
Weebles wobble, but they don't
You
fall down.
cheated, did you?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the inflatable toys. All right, why don't we get back to the family life? Now that we've talked football,
Sure.
and you're gonna have I guarantee we're gonna hit the field this year. Like I'm playing.
Yep.
And it's going to be fantastic. You know, our numbers are down. Hopefully, we're going the right direction. There will be some, I say, some type of season this year. I'm praying for it. So, you know,
Yeah,
but
that's the plan. That's what I'm hearing. There will be something.
Wouldn't it be cool if we could broadcast now what from a Bombers game?
they wouldn't let us in. Now the little one, do we know what it is?
Yeah, he said a boy.
We
Oh,
do. Yeah,
sorry.
we're having a boy. Yeah.
Sorry
You have
about
a
that.
name?
We do have a name, but that one thing has to stay secret. So we'll,
Okay.
we'll keep that a secret. But no,
That's awesome.
we're expecting a little boy, and we're beyond excited.
Well,
That
if he
is
can arrive 2 days sooner, he and I will share the same birthday.
There
I
you
will tell
go.
him. I'll tell him right after this that
Okay.
was it
You're
the
gonna tell him.
23rd?
You're coming out
23rd.
early.
No, he's
Yeah.
just going to brace himself. And I'm not coming out yet till tomorrow.
Nope.
There's no way I'm coming out now. Forget about it. Ice chips. I want ice chips. No, you're not getting any ice chips.
So did you actually find a place to live near good schools?
So we bought a condo in Winnipeg last year.
Oh, okay.
And we pretty much gutted it and completely flipped it. So we're in here now, and we're gonna be trying to house hunt sometime in the near future. But right now, I don't know if you've heard, the market in Winnipeg is just insane.
Yeah,
It's a
It
seller's
is-
market.
It's a seller's market. If you're trying to buy, it is really tough.
well, yeah. I
But
mean,
we're
you're getting,
more than happy in here right now. Like, we've rented it to exactly how I wanted it. So
well, you got enough on your plate this year, don't you
it's
think?
been great. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, got to keep everything exciting.
Well, yeah. That's a lot of excitement for 1 year. Starting with the Bombers, you have the new little guy coming along. Well, come on. That's a lot to
That's
have
a
on your
lot.
plate.
Yeah.
But don't pull my
Throw
son.
another thing or two in there. Why not? It's no
Sure.
problem. Yeah.
My son and the mother of my granddaughter. See, we didn't know her full name. It's Eleanor, which is a very classic name.
Mhm.
And I said, "So what'd you name her?" He said, "Eleanor Danger Youngberg." And I said, "No, seriously." He goes, "It is. Danger is her middle name." And I said, "Why?" Then I caught on, because when she's older, she can say, "Danger's my middle name." And he's serious. That's her legal name.
That's
Eleanor
amazing.
Eleanor Danger Youngberg.
Well, I knew a guy. I was going to say I had a friend, but I knew a guy. Him and his wife, his wife and him and his mistress
Whoa!
had a child together.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
well,
wait.
I don't-
Am I old fashioned? Am I missing something?
No, everybody's missing something. Anyways, the mistress had a child, and they were raising it all three together. The child's name was Anakin,
As in Skywalker?
as in Skywalker.
Well, I don't know, but that guy better sleep with one eye open.
Oh, he's no longer with us.
Oh, he's no longer with us? Okay. Okay, there you go. But a mistress and a
Yep.
wife.
Yep, it was one of those. Yeah,
I never heard of that.
it's a polygamous kind of thing.
Oh,
You know,
well, okay. Well, if it's like my sister wives or whatever that show is.
I
What
was
is
just
this-
gonna say, like, a TV
What
show.
is a sister wife?
Well, he has wives and they're all sisters. No, that's not right.
Don't they live in a colony or something like
Yeah,
that?
they,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
They
live on a
just kind of all live
cul-de-sac.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all live together and they all get in squabbles. It's like the housewives of
You know what? It's
Enola.
honestly something I would not want. I have enough time trying to please one woman, trying to please more than one woman. Forget it. You know,
That's awesome. Hey, Mike, do you have any pets?
Barry, that's awesome.
I do. I have two huskies, actually.
Oh, nice.
We have a puppy. She just turned a year old. We got her at the start of the pandemic last year in March. And then we have my oldest, her name's Kira, and she's just over 9 years.
oh, right on.
I got her back in my last year of college.
Oh, wow.
And she's, I swear, she's probably the world's most traveled dog. She's been to two different oceans and every province in Canada, pretty much, and a big
Wow.
chunk of the United States on the eastern side.
Does she
Nice.
go with you to games?
She doesn't come with me to games, but if I have to move somewhere, she'll most certainly move with me.
She
yeah.
knows the drill.
She knows what's going on. Like, she
That's
knows
awesome.
Thrill.
the suitcase comes out and she's like, I'm either coming or you're leaving. I don't know what to do. But she knows if we bring out her kennel that she's coming on an adventure. So
You just
That's great. They
Yeah,
know those things, you know.
it's great.
They
They're
can tell.
actually right back here. If you can kind of see that, there's the
Oh
one.
yeah, on the wall.
Oh yeah, very cool.
There's the one
Oh,
there, and
yeah.
then I've got
Gorgeous animals.
the puppy there. Yeah.
So you have a new puppy, an older dog, a baby on the way, a new career.
I've
You
got-
don't. You just filling that cup up.
We've got a 5-person wolf pack in this house right now. It's
That's
our
brilliant.
4.5 person wolf pack, basically.
And where do you fit into the mix?
I mean, I want to say. I could,
Wonderfully
She's standing
done.
right behind you.
Yeah.
She's right behind you.
I'd say co-alpha.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
With one of the Huskies or with your fiance?
The fiance.
That's one of those things.
Okay.
She's sta-
You gotta
right
wonder.
behind
The
you.
one he's having a baby with.
Well, when I was living with my ex, our dog thought it ran the house.
Oh well, I guess
It didn't, but it thought it did.
No,
Um,
they're Huskies are very vocal. If they want something, they will literally scream in your face that they want something.
Yeah, my neighbors had one. Did the same thing. Kind of a howl. Kind of a.
Yeah, like a whine.
Yeah,
howl,
yeah.
Does yours
ear
howl?
piercing loud. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love it when they howl.
That is nice.
Our little puppy actually howls quite a bit. Yeah. Our
Fantastic.
neighbors love it.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
they
bet.
do. Wait till
Especially in
the,
a condo.
wait till the crying baby hits the household.
Yeah. Oh, it's
So-
gonna be a party.
Right on. Put a little backbeat to it. And you can say it's just like some kind of weird music.
That'll be-
Yeah.
Going back to football, looking to the past Bombers, like going way, way back. Did you have any favorites when you were growing up?
I hear the dog.
I was like, both of my dogs are sleeping, but
Well, that only leaves one more person in your house.
that pretty much
That's
sounds
me.
exactly right.
Oh, that's
That's
just
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
It's your idea to have him on.
Yeah. I know.
He's our sound effect guy. Very
Thank
gay.
So, do you have any old Bomber heroes?
Ooh. Mike Sellers.
Ooh, there's a good name.
Just a powerhouse fullback. Like that guy was incredible to watch when I was younger. And then there's, like the Chris Walby, the Canadians, like watching Wade Miller play, special teams demon.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then I loved watching Kahari Jones play.
Yes.
Amazing coach, amazing player, amazing human being. I had him as an offensive coordinator in BC for 3 or 4 years, I think, and he's like a phenomenal human being. So being able to watch him as a young aspiring athlete, and then being able to be coached by him was fantastic. Obviously, like Milt Stiegel. Oh man, there's a lot. When you really think back, there are some.
So you're talking Milt
incredible
Stiegel.
athletes.
So Willard Reeves, like the
Yeah,
whole,
Willard Reeves. Charles
old
Roberts.
gang.
Charles Roberts was an incredible.
Yeah, Charles
running back.
Roberts.
Yeah,
I go back. I mean, being the second oldest one here. You're older than me still. Joe Poplawski.
Mhm.
And what's his, Ralph Brock, Dieter Brock.
Yep.
When I was a kid, my neighbor, his family was big into CFL, huge. So either the father or the mother, whoever was available, would drive us down to practice at the old stadium, and we'd sit there and we'd watch the practices. And every now and then, Dieter would pull us off the benches and throw the ball with us.
Nice.
And that was
That's
just
really
great.
nice.
That's one
Yeah.
of my favorite memories. And when he was here for one of the golf tournaments I was DJing at,
Yeah.
I asked him if he remembered doing those things. He goes, "Yeah, I remember bringing the kids off once in a while and throwing them." And yeah, so
Well,
he didn't
yeah.
remember me, but he remembered.
No,
doing
but
that.
you know what?
It's a
That's a good
wonderful memory.
point. And you gotta. Does it happens to you? To you, it just takes a minute, right? To shake a kid's hand or lob them whatever souvenirs you got there, those foam balls or whatever. That kid's gonna remember that the rest of their life. right?
Absolutely.
100%. I mean, like I
Well,
remember
one
it
great
when I was a kid going to
What?
going to the Bomber games at the old
Yeah.
stadium. They used to do that end zone kind of
Yeah.
like lap, where you'd like slap hands. And I remember that was like,
Yep.
I was like 6 years old, and that was the coolest thing in the world, right? It doesn't
Mm.
doesn't take long to go up and just slap hands with somebody, but it makes a huge impact on that person's life. So I mean,
Absolutely.
I try to do it as much as I can.
It's
Yeah.
great when the players take the time to really connect with the fans and spend a little time. I think the good news here, in 20 years, when Mark and John are doing this show and we're talking about Bomber history, we'll
Yes.
be talking about Mike Benson, Andrew Harris, the athletes and the players of today. So
Yes.
that's awesome.
We'll be live
To
from
look forward
Deer
to.
Lodge.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
like, I
budget.
remember the time that I could do the splits and run, no problem, and now I can't do that anymore. But
I think that's a good thing.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll have you back for our 30th anniversary show.
yeah, we'll ask how we're doing.
Yeah.
Could you still do a sprint? Like, no, absolutely not. I can't even walk up the stairs.
Can you even hold a football anymore?
You mentioned earlier the East Coast in the States. Yeah, I'm from there. I'm from just outside of Boston.
Oh, beautiful.
And how do you think the old Brady did? Obviously, he did well this year. And I'm a Patriots fan.
He's a great athlete.
He's insane. He's
Yeah.
insane.
But
He-
to be devil's advocate, he had an incredible offensive line, and
Oh yeah.
his receivers were all stars. So
Yep. It doesn't. Not
when
one
you
night.
get set up with an arsenal like that and a good coaching combination, it's going to work. But I'm sorry about your Patriots this year. They did not fare as
You know
well.
what? We let somebody else have a chance.
Yeah.
They're running out of fingers for rings.
So
Yeah.
how's it feel to be on a Grey Cup winning team, a 2-year running Grey Cup?
I'm pumped. I'm excited to be back home. I've got a whole bunch of friends that have played on Winnipeg or that still currently play with the Bombers, and everything that they've said so far is the culture and the team and everything that they've built is the best, right? I'm really excited to be able to join that. Everything that they've built. I mean, Winnipeg is like the franchise team to go play at in the CFL now, right? I know when I used to always love, playing for the other teams and coming to Winnipeg, because not only do I get to play in front of my, friends and family, but the atmosphere at the stadium is one of the best in the CFL.
It's
Yeah, it's insane.
absolutely.
The fans are amazing.
Yeah. Does it? You get nervous more if your family's in the stands? I guess they've seen you all along, so I guess it would. I'm just guessing.
There's it'd be weird to not be nervous before a game or during a game.
Yeah.
I think, at that point, if you don't get those kind of jitters, then I think it might be time to hang up the cleats. But I do, but over time, I've learned to block everything out besides kind of what's going on the field. So honestly, I kind of forget that even, people are there. But
Mhm.
every once in a while, like pregame warm up, you have the time to try to spot them in the stands and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm excited to be able to do that weekly. It's going to be incredible.
Well, like I said, here's to a season of some sorts this year.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
have you ever hit somebody so hard that you actually felt bad afterwards?
Are you talking football?
Dozens of times. Oh God, yeah. I mean, I've had a couple pretty good hits in the CFL, but I know in college and junior and high school, there were quite a few hits that I wish weren't that hard for that person. Like, back playing linebacker, like you're trained to just hit someone so that they're going full speed and they stop dead in their tracks, and when you get to blitz on a quarterback and they don't block you, it's, and you can't let up. Yeah. I've broken a few collarbones.
Oh, ouch.
You know?
I remember I was at an Edmonton Winnipeg game, and Nash. It was a kickoff, and we were right up front, third line, the 3-yard line, and the football comes down into Edmonton's hands right there, and he looked up, and there was Nash. Wham!
Ooh.
Unconscious. He was out, and then when he got up, his teammates were helping him up. He goes, "Who hit me?"
Yeah, wow. That's dirty pool.
It happens. It happens. Yeah, there's
I
been
guess
a
so.
few amazing hits, but some I wish weren't as hard because you never hit with the intention to hurt somebody. Or
No.
at least I hope you don't.
Well,
But it's just the nature of an aggressive game is obviously it's going to happen once or twice.
yes, Barry.
That's actually really interesting. And I completely get it. Like it must feel good, like on that blitz and no one blocks you and you sack the quarterback. I mean, obviously it feels great that you got him and stopped him. And I mean, you must feel that sense before you feel bad. But sometimes, even we were watching the Super Bowl and watching, other CFL. Sometimes it looks like it's intentional, even on some of the hockey games, when you see the players start getting a little intense, it's really sometimes hard to differentiate between, oh my God, he slammed him on purpose. Right. And sometimes it happens.
There's a lot of people not just in sports, but just in life that, you get a lot of like built up aggression. Right. And I think you see it more in football or in any sports, because you see that person. You don't just play them once and you never see them again. You play them over and over and over again. And in the course of someone's like career span, you might play them multiple times every year. Right. And you get that built up aggression, from previous games or previous seasons. That person did a cheap shot, last year, and we've never been able to let it go. And then, eventually it's a snowball effect to the point where, if you're not the type of person that can control yourself, then there's going to be some sort of intent behind it. I think the biggest thing is, you guys remember that whole Marty McSorley affair?
Yes.
Back in the NHL quite a few years ago. That wasn't just a one-day thing. It was aggression between two teams.
Every time, yeah.
Between two teams and two players built up over time, to the point where, someone just, unfortunately lost their cool and gave a cross check in the back of the head, and that's where you take something where it shouldn't go. Right. That's the unfortunate side of aggression and stuff. But obviously you try to just make sure that things are taken care of so it doesn't get to that extent.
I notice in hockey more so than I guess anything, when you see a play like that where two players you can see there's some tension, they pull them off, right? They they put on a different line or and just try and get them off so they can get them out of that frame of mind.
The more that the game has evolved, the more that coaches and officials are aware of this kind of stuff, and the more that they can stop it. Right. There's more cameras on the ice. There's more people watching. There's more referees. There's more coaches, so they can catch it before it starts. But, back in the day, it happened a lot more because, I think there was one less linesman and not as many coaches. And there was only 2 cameras in the stands, not 42, and they can't catch these things. Right. Yeah. Now there's more aspects to sport than just, training and being physical. There's a psychological and a mental aspect as well, where a lot of teams have a sports psychologist to help you, whether it's working on aggression or some other return to sport injury, something like that you're trying to battle through. Having a sports psychologist is emphasized more and more on each team now than it ever has been.
Well, there's this commercial on TV. It's for one of the NFL teams. And I forget, it's for Mental Health Awareness Month. Mm-hmm. And that's each year they pick something, to get behind and advocate for. And this year it was, awareness and breaking the stigma of mental issues and
Yeah.
just that what we were talking about. And because you have a facade that you're a big tough guy, no matter what sport you're in, that you can take it, what life throws at you. Sometimes that's not always the case,
Yeah,
So,
and sometimes it's tough to remember where it ends, right?
true.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, as bad as it is, you just try not to take it there, right? But I feel the way that the games have evolved, they're getting more and more on top of that kind of unnecessary roughness type stuff.
Sure.
Right? I know in football you don't see it nearly as much as other sports. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Because you get to hit the person the very next play again, anyways.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's the one? I don't know how much time we have left, you guys. I'm just
A few more minutes.
But
Yeah.
what's one of the most greatest things you look forward to when you're getting out on the field?
Running through the tunnel. Honestly,
I knew it. That's pretty cool, eh? With the fireworks going off.
With the fireworks, like when you have a home game, and I mean, like honestly, this year the thing I'm looking forward to most is just getting back to football, but being able to run out of the right tunnel this year, not the boring tunnel that gets yelled at, but the exciting tunnel with the fireworks and
The one that's
Yeah.
booby trapped.
and,
You get red solo
being
cups
able-
thrown at
being
you.
able to run out in front of your hometown fans and your
Yeah.
friends and your families and it's going to be incredible. And honestly, even "O Canada," right when you're standing up for the national anthem, I still get shivers. It's incredible. incredible feeling.
When you do it,
Yep. And all the pieces fall into place. And you truly have a home team advantage.
you do.
Because not only playing, but being from here and getting your chops here. And now you're back. So I think that's absolutely wonderful. We look forward to the season.
It's perfect timing, and I can't wait. I can't
Before
wait.
we let him go, I've got to ask: do you get involved with the smack talk very often? And do you have any favorite people to pick on?
Everybody.
You are definitely playing golf with them.
The best thing about the CFL is it's not a big league. There's only 9 teams, and a lot of the guys, right? Because you've played with a lot of the guys before. This is going into my 9th season, so every team we play against, there's at least a half dozen guys that I've played with in the past, right? That you get to know pretty well. And you know exactly what makes them tick, so you know exactly what to say.
Has anybody ever got under your skin so much?
But it's, some people take it too far, just like the last conversation we had, but I do it just for fun. You never say things too serious, right? But my tactics for chirping is hit them with humor and hit them with something funny that you guys have had a moment with before. And that honestly, that gets them more than anything. Right. And it's like some funny experience that you witnessed before and you just relive it in their head again. And it just,
Sometimes that backfires with both my ex-wives. Remember that time? Oh, never mind.
That wasn't with you, was it?
When I barfed on your aunt at the wedding, that was a riot.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Well, thanks.
You've gained so much weight, they started pouring you into your uniform. They forgot to know when to stop.
I
Brain
actually thought John was talking about what he says to himself before he goes out on stage.
He does.
No,
Yeah,
he
so
freaks himself out.
I make fun of myself and go on stage.
You
Yeah,
should have heard the conversation I had with myself before I came out here.
Yeah, right with the hairbrush right before I go on stage. Yeah, right in the mirror there. Oh my god, that's another thing that's never come my back is comedy. Not for any.
Oh, I thought you meant your hair.
No, my career, my hair. Want to take your hat off for a minute? You want to pick on mine?
Dude, I was bald just a month ago.
I'm
I am hairier than on my face and head than your whole body.
This would be a good time for everybody at home to go make a sandwich or something.
He says that at least once a show now.
That's because you keep talking once a show.
Yeah.
So
Now what?
we're nothing. We are going to let this poor man go.
Yes.
He's got a ton on his plate. He's got 2 dogs. He's got a baby on the way. Fiance, everything.
So nice to meet you, Mike. Looking
Hey,
forward to chatting with you again soon sometime.
100%, guys. It was great meeting you guys. Thank you guys for having me on the show. It was great.
All right.
Oh, this is
See you.
amazing. Thank you.
And hopefully we can drag your butt out if you're allowed to go out once the baby's born.
Always gotta ask permission.
No, to hit the links. And yeah,
That
so
would be great, guys.
good luck. Thanks so much.
So much.
so much, guys.
It was an honor for
Have
me.
a great night and congrats.
Thanks again, guys. You guys have
Bye bye. Yeah, what a
That
neat.
is awesome.
It was good, Barry. That you did wonderful with your classroom manners.
Thank. Well,
Mr. Youngberg, I have a question.
oh yeah. Well, I wasn't sure. You guys have such a great conversation back and forth. Sometimes it's just hard to get in there. So you need to. Oh. Can I go to the washroom, please?
So if I
You know
make
he doesn't talk to me any other time during
You know,
the week,
if
so he's got to get it all in.
when you're on with us again and you see me make that look with my eyes, that's the look your mom used to give you when you're acting up in a restaurant.
It's
Oh,
that
yeah.
means jump
Yeah.
in. That means jump in. Save me.
Oh, okay.
That's what, don't tell Mark.
I didn't know your signals because this is the first time I'm seeing you in quite some time. I've seen Mark quite a bit online here.
Looks like
But
that.
thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you having me. I mean, like it's nice to add a little dynamics to the show, and I'm
Yeah,
happy
love to have you back.
to be a part of it. Yeah.
Love to
And,
have
and
you
don't
back.
forget, you can get Barry on Saturday nights from 8 to 10 on live.barryk.ca and listen to his show. The pre-show's on at 7:30.
Yes,
and there's
it's-
always a different theme.
Yeah.
Last
I was
week,
gonna
this
say-
last Saturday was yesterday. Last night was Mark's birthday, and Mark never showed up.
we had a 2-hour birthday show scheduled for Mark, and he never showed up. So we played
Yeah.
70s music all night. So it was just as good.
One of my favorite era for music.
Did you at least play my song?
Which one? I did play quite
We
a
were
few.
talking about the Doobie Brothers.
Yes, we did play the Doobie Brothers.
Awesome.
So yeah, and the show's called On Air with Barry K, and it's on the Cherry Tree Radio Network. And if you guys want to do a show, like if you want to broadcast this show on the Cherry Tree Radio Network, in addition to this, we can easily arrange for that.
Yeah.
Sure.
If we can find a way to send the audio over there, yeah.
It's really, really simple. Only cost you $5,000 a show, and I think it'd be
$5,000,
a
okay.
really great exposure for you guys.
Right on.
Will you take a third person out of Providence check?
I'll take. Apparently, the payment to take is Bitcoin these days. So.
Oh yeah, you go. Oh, well, hey,
What is the current rate of exchange for Bitcoin right now?
I don't. Is that still a thing?
It is. It's huge.
I didn't think so, but a friend of mine, we were just talking about this the other day so a friend of mine told me that he owned like 0.01 share of a Bitcoin. And I asked him, why would you not just buy a share or a few shares? And he says, they're like $8,000 a share. And I thought, wow, that's pretty insane. And that was like 10 years ago.
Huh?
Do you know what the current Bitcoin is?
Oh, tell me.
One Bitcoin equals $71,768.48 Canadian.
So if
What do you
own-
do with them?
If you own one Bitcoin,
Yeah, and what it was is back in the day, apparently people were mining for them. You wrote programs and algorithms to get the Bitcoin.
What is it? A
And-
tangible thing?
No, it's not a tangible thing. It's like having money in the bank. You don't see it; it's just there, but it's there. You have an account with Bitcoin.
it's like virtual money.
Yeah, if you go
It's
to
virtual money
How do you spend it?
if for example you go to
virtually
the Marion,
online on the internet.
if you,
Oh,
well, no,
that.
no, you can. But if you go to somewhere like at the Marion, they actually have a Bitcoin ATM. So if you have Bitcoin in the bank, you say,
Yeah.
I want to, cash in this much Bitcoin. It gives you Canadian dollars.
This was in the news not too long ago. There was a person who I can't remember what city, Canadian city, maybe Toronto or Ontario for sure. They had a Bitcoin card, and it was worth somewhere of like $8 million.
Yeah.
They had it like for, I don't know, 15 years, whatever. I don't know. The timeline was worth like $8 million. And the person had moved. They had cleaned up, thrown stuff away, and they threw away the Bitcoin card that they had that was worth $8 million Didn't remember the username, the password, or anything, and the money is gone.
Gone.
No way to even get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be, you'd be kicking yourself in the ass so hard.
Oh yeah.
Even over $80. Yeah, I'm like, what? That's outrageous.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's start up a Bitcoin thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get one Bitcoin. You need to start off with $71,768.
I'll sell my most prized collectible. It's Amelia Earhart's skull. I found it on a South Pacific island.
Were you with Ginger and Marianne?
Yes, I was. Yes.
Very nice. Very
I know.
nice.
There's only one left now. Ginger's the only living
Yeah.
one.
Is it Ginger? Yeah, Ginger.
Good,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Is it the original Ginger though? Or
yes,
the second
it's
Ginger?
the little one. It's the original one.
You know, I
Tina
were you-
Louise. Tina Louise.
Yeah,
that's
Tina
her name.
Louise. Were you a Ginger or Marianne?
Oh, Marianne, all the way.
Yeah, Betty or Wilma.
They're cartoons.
So what?
I'll take Daphne from Scooby Doo.
I was going to go to Daphne and
No, you can have Velma.
Velma actually was not too shabby.
You've been looking at the wrong site. How about you? Your
Right.
TV. Let's go.
TV, are you a Wilma or Betty guy?
I like them both.
Okay. How about Marianne or Ginger?
I like them both.
You're married, aren't you?
She's listening, isn't
she's
she?
gonna get
I like
jealous.
Marianne. I'm just listening to you guys. No, I like them both, but I'm a Marianne fan.
Yep, that homespun
Country
coconut
girls.
pie making.
Oh, from Three's
Country
Company, Chrissy Snow or Jackie? Was it Jackie?
It was Janet, Chrissy,
Janet
or
and Chrissy.
Jack. Janet and Chrissy were the originals.
Yeah,
Then they brought
were
in
you a
Cindy.
Janet or Chrissy guy?
How about
I-
Terry, the nurse?
The Terry the nurse. Yeah, that was pretty hot.
How about Lana, the cougar from upstairs?
No, I didn't like the way she dressed.
Do you know
How about Alice from?
Alice? You can never get her.
The
She's
Brady
always in the
Bunch?
back. She's always in the back with Sam the Butcher.
No,
From the
no,
Brady
Alice
Bunch.
Alice from the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I know who it
Or
is.
Alice from.
Yeah, but she was dating Sam the Butcher.
Or what was the other one? Alice.
That's
was,
right.
Alice was a waitress in which
Uh,
Mel's Diner.
Yeah, but it was one day
Kiss
at a time.
my grits.
One day at a time.
Wasn't Kiss My Grits Alice?
And it was no, that wasn't one day at a time. It was Alice.
No, it was. Well, Alice was a show, but Mel's Diner wasn't that Alice?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I don't know.
Oh no, the show was called Alice. It wasn't Mel's Diner. That's right. She worked at Mel's Diner.
Yeah.
Right,
Worked
you got
at
it.
Mel's Diner, yes.
She ate fudgicles.
Mhm.
You
Oh,
bastard.
You
You
mean
know-
Fudge Sickles?
That's correct.
Fudge Sickles. I was going to say something brilliant, but I just seemed to lose.
Really?
I'm not kidding. It was stellar.
You?
I know. It was
This has been brought to you by Smarties that belong to John.
that's right. And I found some Paw Patrol gummies in my top drawer. You know what Paw Patrol is? Yeah, I have a bunch of gummies. I think they were for the grandkids. I hope. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Barry. What are you looking at?
I'm just doing a little bit of
Research.
research here for you guys.
That's-
Yeah,
Barry's
So
our
it's Flo-
research ahead of
Flo
our
worked
research
at Mel's
department.
Diner. Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking-
one Bitcoin.
One Bitcoin.
I remember what I was going to say. Talking about Three's Company, I played Suzanne Summers' bodyguard. Believe it or not, in that show in the movie Three's Company, Behind the Laughter.
Oh,
Yep. So there.
that's neat.
Very cool.
It wasn't the real Suzanne Summers, and I'm not a real security guard.
Are you sure?
Very cool. Well, you can see how that all worked out then.
It did, yes, it worked out just fine.
Okay, so when we were talking, I'll tell you this one quick funny story, and then I got to fly. But so you asked Mike, has he ever hit someone and regretted it or felt
I felt bad
bad?
about it, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
so
Open
I'm going to
book.
tell you a funny story. As a DJ, Mark, have you ever hit anyone that you felt bad about?
Yes.
Let me guess. It was a bar mitzvah.
No. When I
Rowdy
first started,
kids climbing on your equipment, taking your stuff,
Oh,
running
that's what it's all
amok.
about. It's what it's all about. That's why they pay the big bucks so the kids can treat you
That
like
go
monkey
round.
bars.
That's true.
Um, when I first started DJing, I apologize. I'm going to date myself. I was playing on cassette decks, and we couldn't really blend music because the decks didn't have pitch control or pitch shift. So we would do, the technique was called slam mixing. And if you caught the song that was playing on the 4 count and you slammed the next song in on the beat, it would sound like you slam mixed it and would sound really good. And we used to build sets like that.
Yep.
So when I first started, I was very, very animated. So I'd have my finger on the button, one finger on the button, one finger on the mixer. And as soon as the next song would go, I would fling my hand back.
Oh no!
Like as part of the shtick, right? So it'd be da na na boom, da na na boom, right? And that's how I would fire the songs in the heart of the party. So the dance floor is packed, everyone's having a great time, and all of a sudden I go, time for the next song, and I go, whoo, and my hand actually stops. Like here, it doesn't go all the way back like it normally does. It stops here. And I go, what the heck? And I turn around and there's this poor girl laying flat on her back behind me on the floor.
Whoa.
She came up to request a song. And you know how, when there's alcohol involved and stuff, people just tend to sometimes get a little bit too far into your space.
They
And
just
I
right up
connected brilliantly. And she was flat out. And, it was really funny because she wasn't being obnoxious or anything. Like she just came up to ask for a song and I knocked her out.
Now she has a fear of DJs. Right? There you go.
No.
Similar to that.
She got up. I got to tell you the rest of the story. She got up, and I bought her a couple of beers, and we became friends. And this was a social hall that every week they had a social. So thank God she didn't get her friends to beat me up.
No kidding. Jeez.
Much like you, I am animated. I'm still animated when I DJ. You've seen me play. I'm boogieing. I'm having a great old time. And one day, I just felt this connection with my fist, and I punched the groom in the face. He came up to ask me for something. Boof! Oh my God! It was in the middle of his wedding. I just decked it.
Story about a girl.
He felt bad because he came up behind me and without warning.
I bet you had a nickel.
I felt terrible because I punched him.
Funny.
I still got paid.
There we go.
I even got
I just told that, Mark. I don't know. Are you telling the truth, Mark?
Yeah,
I just told that same story.
Well, come on, we've all been there. We've all been there.
I'm just kidding around.
Have you ever been to? I did an event with Barry. We were doing the what is it called? Oh, I know why you said that. Are you telling the truth? I know we won't mention his name. That's funny. But I was doing an event with Barry. It was where they climb down the buildings.
Yeah.
They rappel down the building.
Down the buildings, yeah.
It was drop zone.
Yeah,
and we were on the corner of Fort and Portage,
right near the hot dogs.
Yep, and it was windy. You remember that one? It was so windy, and I have these big speakers. They're heavy, and they were on stands. The wind picked up my speaker and threw both of them 10 feet. The table flipped with my DJ gear on it and everything. I had a trackball. The ball popped out of the trackball and disappeared. It took me about 15 minutes to get everything back up. Everything still worked. It was okay. Thank God. But the trackball was missing. About 30 minutes later, somebody came up and asked me if it was mine. They found it down Portage. It rolled down the street. And they brought it back to me.
It was down by the bay. We were at Portage in Maine, and the ball was at the bay.
Well, it is the windiest intersection in Canada.
Yeah, and but that was a great day.
Yeah, I rappelled down that building. I don't know if it was the day you were there, but
that was the day, and you were being blown sideways.
Oh, okay. So I'd been rappelling down that building. I did 8 years. My wife did 7, and I remember that the thrill wasn't. When you see Tom Cruise jump off the building and he's running through the building, I thought it was going to be like that. Nothing at all like that. It is serious work. And I didn't really, it didn't give me the thrill. I enjoyed it. It was for a good cause, but it wasn't the thrill. And then that one day, the winds were 70 kilometers.
Yep.
And when you're at the top of the building, the rope, there's 400 feet of rope, and you're going 207 feet in the air that was the RBC building.
That's the RBC building. Yeah.
So at the very top, you're tight against the wall. When you get about a quarter of the way down and you got some slack, you start drifting off the wall. So halfway down the building, I got picked up by a 70-kilometer gust of wind and flew sideways about 5 or 6 office windows.
Yep.
Let me tell you, it got exciting really fast.
Yeah, I was like, I'm down there at the bottom watching. I'm like, oh crap! And watching him going one way and then the other.
Were you the one that took out Sylvia Kuzik?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was just wondering,
Well, that was a lot of fun doing those events, and but that one, they almost canceled it that week because of that. Because of the winds, but they went, and I'll tell you, those are brave souls.
Yes, it
that
is.
go down there, and you're one of them, and so is your wife.
Really, a real pleasure. I've been involved with. It's not called SMD Foundation Easter Seals anymore, but I've been with them for about 18 years, looking after them, and what a great organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was fun. But I mean, lots of fun in this industry if you can have it. Any wonderful little comedy stories?
Too many to mention.
I'll tell you a funny John story that I remember. And so when I first started in the business, before I even had my company, I used to play the music at the welcome wagon baby showers. and for some reason, there's like 200 pregnant women all shopping around for diapers and supplies and things to prepare for when their child is born. And they hired John Youngberg to do a comedy show for these pregnant women. I don't know if you remember, but you did this for probably about 5 years consecutively, maybe more. And I have to, my hat's off to you, man, because the way you handled that crowd, I'm sure some people went right into labor.
Well, you know what? I remember that. And because I think one of the reasons I was asked, because a big part of my show is about the whole series of dating, marriage, childbirth from a guy's point of view, that type of thing. I make guys out to be the morons we are, basically.
We are.
Yeah. So I remember that. Sure I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, we're going to wrap it.
I think we're going to wrap it.
All right, Barry, listen, you can come back anytime.
Thank you so much.
We will take you up on your invitation to go on your show.
Anytime.
All right, pal. Have a good night and good week.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
There we go.
He's
Good.
a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, Barry's a great guy.
I can't wait to have him again. That's wonderful. But no, he is one of the top-notch DJs in the city, if not at the top of the game, and he's very close to my caliber. No, I learned a lot from Barry in how to, because I've always been animated, but I've learned how to channel it a lot better.
Well, you couldn't pick a better person.
No, I do work with him once in a while, and we work well together, and that's really good
stuff.
So next week,
yes,
I've become a TikTok fan.
Yes,
right. And there's one young man on TikTok. I've become a fan of his because he's quite what's the word I'm looking for? He's quite amazing. He didn't have a deep voice growing up.
Yeah.
But now he's got this baritone, this bass.
It's called puberty, Mark.
Well, no, but I mean, yeah, but even still, the range that it's changed.
Okay.
And he's pitch perfect when he sings. And he's been doing these TikTok duets, right, where somebody is singing and then he does a bassline harmony with it.
Oh, nice.
And I've become a huge fan of him. His name is Luke Taylor, and he's going to be on the show with us next week.
Good stuff. I look forward to it. We'll have a couple of surprises for you next week as well. But for now, I'm out of here.
And so am I, apparently, because John wants to leave.
Have a lovely week, everybody. You have a good week.
Back on.
What?
I'm going to go put my jacket back on.
Oh, good. Excellent.